All right. Well, I am excited to be here chatting with you. If you clicked on this video, welcome to the new Life Group Community Life team. And so, if I have not met you, my name is Dave and Dave Albwald. I've been around the well for, 12 years on staff, probably like 16 or 17 going to the well. And so a lot of you probably are familiar faces that I'm not looking at because we're on the computer talking to you. Um, but I am excited to step into a bit of a new role right now with Scott Carolyn, heading out to Sanger Bible Church, which we're super excited for him. He's been faithfully serving in the life group environment. And then Mike Cersoni stepped in for a little bit, kind of as a in the gap. But they've allowed me to come in now thinking through, because I've been in regeneration, really overseeing that as a director for the last 6 or so years. And now I'm being able to step in as the community life director, still in the regeneration world, but now also really heavily in the life group world, to see how everything really just continues to work together well as we are, again, the vision's still the same. We're helping people, connect to God, really pursue Christ in community with one another. And then for the sake of others, right? On mission, where we're living out, sharing our faith, living out our faith in our city and in this world. And so you got some familiar faces on the team. You're going, oh, I know that person. So Debbie, go ahead and reintroduce yourself, but you don't need introduction because you've been with this team for how long now?
I have actually been on this team for 4 years. Been working at the well for 8, and we've actually been attending the well for 15. So yeah,
So
hi everybody.
Debbie's a familiar face to you. So again, the cool part is that, we've been, as I'm stepping into this world, it's so fun that Debbie's a consistent and, able to really speak into our world. Now, you guys had heard communication from Shelby as who you guys were getting, kind of the behind the scenes, checking in on how your groups are doing, sending out things to you. Well, we have a new Shelby, and I'm thankful she's not new to the well. She's been working with me with regeneration. She's also been working with Reengage, and now she's kind of shifted from working with Reengage and marriage to working with life groups and regeneration. So Gianna, introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Gianna. I have been working at the well for about 3 years, and I've been attending for almost 15. So I've been around for a minute.
Yeah. And G is great. You're going to love getting to know her. She's amazing with communication. You're just on the spot with getting things back to you. And we're going to be shifting. I know you had used Shelby's email for kind of direct communication up to this point. We're shifting everything to life groups at the well, community.org. And so Gianna is going to be, she's the voice of life groups at the well. So as you email there, it's her face you're getting to. And the responses are coming from her. So excited for Gianna to be stepping into that. And then our newest member to the team, and really to the well staff, which has been so awesome to have her on board. I got to actually lead an exposure trip to Costa Rica with Maddie now about a couple of years ago is when I first got to meet her. And she's been around, but also finishing up her master's degree from Talbot. And so Maddie, will you introduce yourself to the group?
Yes, hello. My name is Maddie, and I have been attending the well for almost 3 years officially. And then I came on staff at the well in February. So I'm a newbie, and I'm excited to be on this team and just helping to build our community life here at the well.
Yeah. So quick question, and you got to give a short answer. Why do you get excited about working with life groups?
Yeah,
Maddie, you
man.
first.
Yeah, I love life groups and small group settings. I think just what gets me excited and gives me life is seeing other people about their gifts and being empowered in those gifts. So I love just seeing the body be the body. I love we say it all the time, doing life together, but really, I think doing the everyday things with people is what really gets me going.
Sweet. And Debbie, you're still here. Why do you love working with life groups? You know what I mean? Still here, like I've heard over and over again from you, there's a passion even because of how God intersected your life. And so why are you passionate about life groups?
Yeah, I love life groups. I love the smaller group setting and just the opportunity to be authentic and transparent with one another and live out the one another's. And life groups are so special to me because that's how I came to know Jesus in college. I was invited for 6 months. I was invited to a Friday morning, 6 a.m. life group. that I kept saying no to, because I was obviously very much a sinner in need of Jesus, but didn't realize that. And I just didn't want to go. And so friend kept inviting me. And finally I just said yes, just to shut him up. And I met Jesus that day. And just the transparency and the authenticity of that group was so, these people were the hands and feet of Jesus that day to me. And so I am passionate about life groups, and I love it, so the environment so much, because that's how I came to know Jesus in college.
So cool. Yeah. And Gianna, you're in a life group right now. You've been around the life group world. Why are you excited to step in?
Yeah, I love life groups because it's that smaller pocket of people that you're walking and doing life with. I feel like that's where a lot of life change happens. A lot of great conversations happen, and I just love the opportunity to be able to work with life groups and get people connected into those environments where they're able to have a community of people to come alongside them to walk through tough things, great things, celebrate, all that good stuff. So it's a fun transition into this life group world.
That's awesome. I think just for me, I'm so excited to be, in a closer proximity to our life groups at the Well, and as they form and launch and all those things, because God has used his people in my life in powerful ways, in pockets of walking in light. You guys, who've been around Regeneration kind of know my story of, just hidden things in my own life, brokenness, sin, but also a passion to follow Jesus and not knowing my gifts. And God really used people and to work out the ongoing transformation of my life, and still does. And so this is where God forms us. He forms us not usually alone. He forms us by his Spirit with his people and by his word. And so this is where we get to wrestle it out. So you are front lines. And so I'm so excited, and we are so excited to walk with you as you're living that out in your communities through the messy spaghetti way that God does growth, right? It's not like this, but, and we just know too, we want to be here for you in this season, heading into the fall. We're going to be sending you some communication here, second week of August-ish. We'll be sending you a launch survey, kind of saying, what your group looked like this year, all those things that we've sent you in the past. Please get that back to us. We're also going to be sending you out something about how we're going to do communication this year. And so we want that, we want you to be able to get back to us with that. And then really, we know it's going to look a little different in the fall with COVID, the way things are, and what safety looks like for your group. And will you meet hybrid? Will you meet together? And we're going to be sending out resources, but also just want to be available to you for coaching calls. If you're going, I'm not sure quite how to do this, or whatever that looks like. We know that, and we're learning that as a church. So we will be helping you with that, but also I want to be open to any questions about that along the way while you get ready for the fall. So we love you. We're thankful for you. You are God's hands and feet. So, as you pass out the loaf of bread and the fish that God has given you, we trust that God is multiplying that, and you're getting blessed by that too. So we love you, and we will communicate and see you soon.